My son was 19 years old, and he was working in a youth center on the south side of Dallas. And I contracted COVID from my son. I went into one of the ER clinics to get some IV fluid. So I went in, and he said, well, Mr. Nicholls, we're going to test you for COVID. And no, you don't need to do that. I'm okay. And he popped back in the curtain and said, you're positive. I don't really remember that week in my life too much. I knew I was in bed. I know my wife came in and out of the room a couple times to check on me and bring me some food and stuff. So Friday, there was no more questioning. She said, you're going to go in. I was far worse than I had dreamed I was. And so immediately when I left my wife in the ER waiting room, and then they took me to the back, you're immediately isolated. And they pushed me in the room, get me to the bed, close the door, and I'm all alone. I'm not a person necessarily get afraid, but you get afraid. I was really struggling to breathe. I didn't realize how close to the edge I had gotten. I was in a world I was not familiar with. And then the door opens up, and this nurse comes into the room, and her energy and enthusiasm, as well as an air of confidence about we're going to get you through this, and the doctor has a plan. And so her energy became contagious. Her day counterpart, when I was no longer on his rotation, he still popped his head in the door to check on me. Then there was a care tech. She took care of me and encouraged me. But Dr. Linneman was different. She wanted to get to know me and for me to get to know her. She had a whiteboard. She wrote down the plan about what we were going to be doing. She wanted to bring hope into a place that seemed to be lacking hope at that moment. So I am beyond grateful to these four, and I cannot thank them enough.